Hi Aquarius, here is your love reading. I must apologise for the fact that it's so late into the month of March, but I've been so busy. It's just been back to back private readings, and as these people do pay for those readings, I do feel that they need to take the priority. So I have not had any free time to be able to upload for YouTube. But nonetheless, here is your reading. Now, the energy we have being brought in at the moment, we've got the Three of Wands here. The Three of Wands, it is reversed, and it is fire energy, which is a very passionate energy, very creative, and often to do with actions. When this card is reversed, it very much talks about, it can talk first of all that there may be some of you that are finding you're having to compromise in a relationship. Now, to what level you're having to make these compromises is going to differ. It can as well talk about how there may very well have been some setbacks or delays, or there's going to be some setbacks or delays with this relationship. And it can very much talk about how these delays and setbacks are very important for the growth and the development of this relationship. But for some reason, there's going to be a setback or a delay there. Now, down here we have the Ace of Wands. All the aces always talk of new beginnings. And the Ace of Wands, it can talk about, feeling revved up, feeling raring to go. It can talk about opportunities being offered. It can talk very much about that your eyes have become opened now, but in a new way. There may be some new burst of energy, some new burst of passion here that may very well be important in regards to these setbacks and delays. The funny thing is here, in these 5 cards, 4 of your cards are wands, which is fire energy. Now, unless I see a king or a queen really on the table, sometimes the knights, I don't like to suggest that somebody's involved with a particular sign. I tend to think it's more to do with the energy, okay? But nonetheless, I will tell you obviously that the fire signs are Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Now, here we have the Nine of Wands. This card has fallen in the position of the effects from the past. How something may have happened in the past, but it's still having an effect or an impact on you or this relationship at the moment. The Nine of Wands, it talks about challenges. It's very much a forewarned, forearmed card. You know, this man here, he's protecting himself with this one. He's already been through a battle here. But he's looking off to the distance because he's still anticipating that there may be some more trouble, conflict, or challenges on the horizon. It's very much a card about challenges, but the need to stand strong because you can achieve your goal here. These challenges is what has brought about these delays and these setbacks within this relationship. But at the moment, because that Ace of Wands has fallen within the position of the here and now. And as I said, it talks about new opportunities. It can talk about a breakthrough moment in regards to a new project or something new within this relationship. It can talk, as I said, about a new opportunity. So maybe your partner has spoke about some new opportunity or some new development now within this relationship. Because for the majority of you, for some reason, there's been setbacks here. Now, here we have the Eight of Wands. This is your fourth Wands card now on the table. The Eight of Wands is referred to as the communication card. But here we see that this card is reversed. It can sometimes suggest that there is a lack of communication at the moment between you and your partner. But again, it can talk about growing impatient. It can talk about delays with fast-moving plans. This Ace of Wands is definitely talking about a new beginning here. But for some reason, there seems to be all these delays here or all these setbacks. It's almost like this relationship has been given a new beginning, or you've both decided to have a fresh start with each other. And you're both feeling very passionate about this relationship, or one of you certainly is. But for some reason, there's setbacks, there's delays. Delays maybe with communication, delays, as I said, with the growth and the development of this relationship. Now, your outcome card. This is your only energy here in this reading. This is the Six of Swords. Now, the Swords is your energy, like I said, for Aquarius, as well as Libra and Gemini. The Six of Swords, it can talk very much about trying to move on from the past. It's like there's been this phase here, and we can see that with the Nine of Wands. There's been this very turbulent time here within this relationship. Either turbulent in the sense of arguments and conflict, or something else has created some of these turbulent feelings within this relationship. And over here we see this calmer water. It talks very much about an end to any arguments. How a more peaceful time is going to be coming to this relationship. It can as well talk about the need for sustained effort here. The fact of it is, I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. All I can tell you is that this relationship, or the way you both feel about each other, something new has developed between you both. There's passion here, there's new opportunities with the way you feel about each other. This Ace of Wands, it's a very positive card to have in your reading. But we see in the near past that there's been some challenges here. And as I said, this card is very much about being forewarned is forearmed. Again here, we see delays. This card talks about delays and possible delays on the communication front. And here again, it can talk very much about a sustained effort may very well be needed. It can talk about if there's been any issues or conflicts within this relationship, how we can see a more peaceful time coming here. But there's going to be the need for some effort. Now, there's either effort in trying to maintain this relationship, because the Ace of Wands is a very positive energy. But for some reason, there's going to be some delays or setbacks. Now, I'm going to pull a card on this Six of Swords. We've got the Four of Swords here. Now, the Four of Swords, it talks about needing to take a break. But it's more to do with mental stress and anxiety. This man, he's laying down, he's put his swords to one side, which represent his thoughts, because he literally needs a break. It's like he's mentally exhausted here. The thing as well with this Six of Swords is when it's in the upright, it can very much talk about somebody moving away from the relationship. When it's reversed, it is like the opposite, that the person's not actually leaving. But sometimes it can be due to there being some unresolved issues that need to be dealt with first. Or like I said, it is talking about a more peaceful time entering this relationship. because there's definitely been some challenges here. We see that with that Nine of Wands, and we see the need here for you to take a break. Now, sometimes this can literally talk about the need to take a holiday. And it may very well be that both of you may need that quality time together. Sometimes it can talk about a break from a relationship. But it can also talk about you literally needing to take a break from what has been a very stressful time. Now, I'm going to pull another card on this Four of Swords. The same thing here. This time we have the Eight of Cups. Now, where the Swords talks more to do with our thoughts and our thinking, the Cups is water energy, and it deals more with our feelings and our emotions. We've got the Eight of Cups here, which again, the Eight of Cups in the upright, just like the Six of Swords, is about walking away. And the Eight of Cups in the upright is about walking away from your emotions and how you're feeling. When this card is reversed, it talks very much about knowing when to walk away. It can talk about a lack of closure. And that's the thing I briefly mentioned with this Six of Swords, about unresolved issues from the past. What I feel is going on here, there's been delays and setbacks within this relationship, okay? That have meant that it hasn't progressed in the way that either you or your partner or both of you would wish. There's been a lot of challenges here. Possibly arguments and conflicts. We see with the Ace of Wands a new opportunity. As I said, with the Ace of Wands, sometimes it can very much talk about your eyes have now become opened. Up here with this Eight of Wands, it is the communication card, but again, it talks about delays. And it can talk also about delays with communication between you both. Some of you may be at a distance from each other, so there may very well be some communications issues there. Also, you know, when it's delayed, when this card's reversed, I often think about these wands having thorns attached. That there may very well be some thorns attached to somebody's communication here. We see with the Six of Swords, the failure of somebody leaving. We do see going to having a more peaceful time. But in order to get that more peaceful time, it's going to need a break here. A mental break for you. It may not necessarily mean a break from the relationship, but certainly a break from this stress that's been going on here. The Eight of Cups, as I said, it talks about this situation of should I stay, should I go? knowing when to walk away from problems. But being in two minds, having a lack of closure here. Wanting to explore new horizons, but being unsure about leaving the present situation. This here is the new horizon, the new opportunities. But you're in this frame of mind as to whether to stay in this relationship or whether to leave it. And I don't think it's your partner feeling this way. I feel it's you. There's been some challenges within the past in this relationship. And those challenges and arguments and conflicts have just caused delay. And I think you're at the point now of trying to work out what to do. Do you stay in this relationship or do you move forward on your own? Because a new opportunity here, I feel, has presented itself with this Ace of Wands. For some of you, yes, the Ace of Wands could be talking about new developments and that type of thing within this relationship. But for some reason, where I was feeling that at the beginning, I'm not feeling that now. I feel this Ace of Wands is talking about something that has come along or happened to you. I'm going to pull one more clarifying card on this Eight of Cups. And here we have the Queen of Wands. Now, this is it. It is weird. I do think there are some of you that could very well be involved with a fire sign. As I said, we do now have the Queen. It's not gender specific, especially so much in these general readings, okay? But the Queen of Wands is somebody that is very determined. Somebody that is able to stand on her own 2 feet, meet her own needs, but also very capable of taking care of other people that are also depending on her. She can be very well balanced, very nurturing, very much a sociable woman. You're either involved with a fire sign, or this Queen of Wands has shown up for you to take this energy on of the Queen of Wands. Because we see this indecisiveness. Should I stay? Should I go? We see it here with the Six of Swords to do with your thoughts. We see that here with the Eight of Cups in regards to your emotions and your feelings. And I do feel that the Queen of Wands has shown up to highlight that you are more than capable of standing on your own 2 feet. And the thing is as well, the same here, you've got this Ace of Wands and also the Queen is holding the wand. And the wand talks about action, a new project, creativity. She's sitting there holding this wand as much to say that she knows exactly where she's going and exactly what she's doing. And the interesting thing here that there's hardly any thorns attached to this wand. Some of you will stay in this relationship. And after an element of needing to take maybe some time out, may very well be able to work some issues out. But I don't think that I think for the majority of you, you've not had a very easy time within this relationship lately. And as I said, it's caused some delays here. And I think you're kind of reaching that point about the need to take a break in order for you to work out whether you should stay in this relationship or whether you should leave it. And I do think the Queen of Wands energy is highlighting the fact that should you decide to walk away from this relationship, you are more than capable of being able to get through that situation and stand on your own 2 feet. You may even have a plan already. As we see there with the Ace of Wands, you may already have a plan. Your eyes have become open now, and you may already have a clear vision of what it is now that you do want and where you're going to move forward. So Aquarius, that does end your reading. Once again, I am sorry for the lateness. Thank you so much for liking, sharing and subscribing. And I will be back again for your April readings. Thank you. Bye.